Ivan Serger. I'm working with my Serger Professional 5, otherwise known as Model 14T968 Delta Charlie. The machine I have set up for the 5-thread safety stitch wide right here, and the book gives you the various types of settings for the different controls. I printed the manual out, which I have right here, and I printed on both sides. I'm going to demystify a lot of the stuff. Okay? Alright. We started off, I have 5 threads, and I just happened to, let me put this light off for a second. Okay. Alright. I have the thread set up the way Serger set up the coloring. Brown, chain looper, red, lower looper, green, right needle or upper looper depending on the configuration. Light blue is the center needle, depending on the configuration. Could also be the back needle. Like in this particular case, we're talking about the back needle. What we're looking at is this deal right here. Okay? Get the light. Okay. You got 3 Allen keys in the front where you use a little wrench like this. Right? A little Allen wrench fits into the holes. See, it even holds the wrench. So it fits into the hole. So you got 3 of them. And you have 2 more Allen keys. One up there. And one here. The maximum you could use is 3. The other night I did the 3 needle cover stitch, and that's 3 needle cover stitch. You see, I'm utilizing the colors in there, the green, the light blue, and the red. And the opposite side of this, that's what the stitch looks like on the other side. Okay? And then last night I set the machine up for the stitch that the machine set up for right now, which is the 5-thread safety stitch wide. Alright. Red is upper looper, and here you have a chain stitch. Chain stitch is made with the back needle in the A position and the lower chain looper. Then you got the other side of this, green, that's your upper looper. And your orange is the center needle. And that locks with the brown, which is the lower chain looper. That's this particular stitch. Okay, so now I want to show you how the machine, once you know basically what you're doing, the machines for this stitch, the automatic feed control, is set, automatic tension down, sorry, is set to B. Your Your stitch length set to N. The book says between 3 and 4, so N. All right. You press a foot. Adjustment dial. They wanted it an N. And then your differential feed, which is your feed dogs, they wanted that at N. Okay. And they want the knife cover on. Now I put all these decals on. They want the seam width finger knob. They want that in the the N position. You got N and you got S. N is where they want it. Okay. And the other thing they want is the chain stitch looper, and over here you have a cheat sheet. They want it to the left and down. You push that white knob to the left to unlock it, and then to put it into L, you put it down. And I'm going to show you that, right, what they're talking about. You got L and you got C. I put these decals on, so this is moving it. That unlocks it. If they wanted C position, it would go up like this. If they wanted L, which is where they want it, in and down. Okay? I put oil on here yesterday, and then I worked it up and down. This is a brand new machine. Okay, and they want 3 loopers threaded, and I put the coloring of the thread to match the machine's coloring. I put decals on all of these things right here. I put numbers. This is the threading order. You thread this first, second, this third, and then you thread this and this. And in the book, here's the order: 5, 4, 1, 2, and 3. So I put that here, and then this is the way you do it. And the reason is because of the layers of the mechanism. And like for example, the brown thread, they would want you to put that in last, because when you go to do the red thread, this is sort of in the way and you get sort of tangled. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how we thread these things. Okay. I'm not going to do the needles yet. Well, actually, I could do the needles, no problem. I got. All right, we'll do the needles. I have a tool that's made for. It's made for Sergers. Put this light off. Oh, it was off. Okay. All right, that's a Serger tool, and what I did was I bent the end. Ordinarily, this sticks out like this. It's basically a wire. Right there. It's a wire. And the reason why I bent it is so I could come in from the back of the needle. Let's see if I could do this, showing you. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put the blue is going to go in the back needle. Alright, the blue will go in the back needle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just isolate these two threads from each other. And then I'm going to get a tweezer to get ready to put the thread through the needle. Bring that in the back, out of the way. Okay? So now I got the two needles, the thread green. We'll start, the green comes in the guide up here on the top. Okay, comes in the guide on the top, and this guide is shaped like something like this in metal. So you bring the thread like this, and it goes in there. And you could use two fingers, make a loop in the thread, get it over that little like a bird's beak, and pull it in, and you'll hear it snapping. Then with the presser foot up and your tension washers are open, and your tension washers are in here, all right? And you could probably see the shiny tension washers. If I move them with the presser foot, you're going to see them close. Okay. All right. So you bring your thread down between the washers with two fingers. Thread. Here's a green dot. You come down in here, it comes through like a little fingers over here. You pull it, comes down to this area right there, and that has an opening like this, and the thread comes in this way. You pull that in like this. All right, and then it has green dots, green dot, and there's right here, let's see if I can get a little closer. Okay. Green dot, and here's your loop. You put the thread like the finger, thread comes up, locks in. Put it there, and then this bar right here has a green dot and a red dot. So the green goes in there, and you pull the green up. Hi, this is Vince Curie. Tonight I'm going to give a demonstration. Someone asked me about the 3-thread flat lock, narrow stitch, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'll show you how I set the machine up. Here's some examples of the flat lock. And a lot of this is done for decorative looks. Here's the back of the flat lock, like the ladder stitch. And here's some of the things you can do with the flat lock. You could even utilize ribbon and do the flat lock, holding the ribbon on. All right, so it's simple enough to set the machine up for that. I did it both ways. I did it with the cutter engaged, and I'm going to do it now with the cutter disengaged, and that's easy enough to do. You have a knob right here, and there's a strong spring, and you pull this out against the spring, and then you rotate it counterclockwise until it snaps into the stowed position, like that. This seam width finger knob, they call it, they want it set to N. You have R for the roll hem and N, like that. And they want the upper looper utilized and the lower looper utilized. Okay. Now, what I did was, for the upper looper, I tried this type of thread, the bulky nylon. You know, it's a textured thread. I just wanted to try it. And with this particular stitch, you chain off, create the chain. When you're done, you clip it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run a couple of passes, and I'm going to say do the decorative look. The fabric has a back and has a front. Okay, I'll utilize this piece over here. I got to cut it down, and the settings, the automatic feed, automatic tension control rather, it's set to F, like the book says. All of these here are set to F, and you got to make sure that they are straight. And what else can I show you? The presser foot I have at N. Okay. Differential feed I have at N. All right. On this machine, I labeled the needles, upper and lower looper, put little stickers on. Also, the recommended threading of the machine. I put, for example, upper looper, lower looper, then chain stitch looper, if they're utilized. Then your center needle, and then your left needle. Here's your right needle or your upper looper. Now right now, even though this says the center needle, I have the back needle, which is the over edge needles they call it. This machine holds 5 needles, and they're accessible, easy enough. Right here you have Allen keys. Right? C, D, and E are designated. A is up there, and B is here. Those are the 2 back positions. Okay, so right now there's one needle and I got 2 loopers. Alright, we'll leave it like this. Right about like that. Alright, now I run this through the machine. Put my fold like this. Now this machine ordinarily pulls in the fabric. You give a little push. The feed dogs do pick it up, and I'm guiding the edge of the fabric with the edge of the plate as I feed. I'm going to do a couple of runs, so what I'll do is I'll just fold this like this. It's always nice, you iron your stuff. Get nice creases. Alright, here we go. Alright, just guiding on the edge. Just make sure your fold doesn't twist on you as you're going. Like I said, ironing does wonders. It's a very nice machine. Okay, I do the chain off. See, now with this particular stitch, the upper looper is the predominant thread for this particular design. The flat lock. Now, here's what they want you to do with this particular stitch. You pull this out like this. You lay it out. Of course, you can iron this. Bend this in a little bit. Okay. Now, they also recommend the other 2 threads that are in the machine, just so happens to be red and blue, should be a thread that blends in with the fabric. An inconspicuous thread. It's not part of the design. That's recommended. See, like I got a red in there. That would have been better in this case, maybe if that was white. But they want you to pull this out, pull this flat. Okay, now the other side, that's what you get on the other side. You get like that ladder look. All right. Do another run. That's nice. Then if you wanted to do something that was decorative, say for example, you would say fold this at right angles. Now let me go down. I'll make another run like this. Fold this even. It's a nice stitch. The machine runs nice and smooth. Okay. And of course, if you wanted to do something different, you could go across this way. Of course, you evenly space things out. You don't do it like, boy, I'm doing it. I'm just giving you a demo, because someone asked me about it, and I never did it. So, hey. Right. You know, you could utilize that to, you can make a handbag, bean bag, whatever. And they're easy enough to do. See what I mean? Just go this way, fold, go right down the center, right here. Looks nice. Alright, that's the 3-thread flat lock narrow.